Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Junkyard Digs. Today you join us for one of our favorite annual trips, one of your guys' favorite annual videos. It is the beginning of May, which means once again it is time to go down to the Kansas City Speedway and have a whole mess of fun at a NASCAR race. And as is tradition, we don't like to do it like everyone else. We like to use abandoned campers. And this year is far from an exception. We have keys.
Is this one even for sale?
No. Oh, Angus.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Well, I'm pretty good. It's sunny and it's raining.
I think they made a song about this. Ready for another harrowing, treacherous trip across the Midwest in a camper that's no longer fit to be on the road?
Well, when you put it that way, yeah, absolutely.
So if you guys are unfamiliar with the concept, every spring me and all my friends get in some pile of crap camper that we pick up for free or next to nothing and head down the Kansas City Speedway for a whole weekend of fun. It's one of our favorite events of the year. The videos do really good and you guys love to see these old turds come back to life. This one in particular is a Winnebago we know pretty much nothing about. We do, however, know that it's been sitting right here since 2015. It's free to us if we get it out of here, and we've got 250 miles to go to Kansas City Speedway. On top of that, as is tradition with Junkyard Digs, we are way behind schedule. It is Tuesday, we leave Friday. Oh. Let's get started. We got a lot of work to do. Our arborist has already began his job, as you can see. Oh, holy crap, dude, for the first time ever, we have a generator in a camper.
Yeah, one of these trees opened that up.
This is a Winnebago. It looks to be an 84. Mook's grandpa was actually the design engineer at the time that this came out, so he had a lot to do with the creation of this. Come on in. We're going to be living it up in luxury for once. Holy crap.
The carpet's not even green.
Dude, it's like, this is cleaner than the carpet in either of our homes.
I don't have any carpet in my home.
Yeah, I know.
There's something different about this one. It doesn't smell like poo.
I can see from here that we have some water damage in the back, but we'll get to that. Let's poke around and see what we can find. Let's take a tour. We've got a captain's chair.
Also can this.
Quite inconveniently shoved in the corner, so that's all you have for room.
Are you trying to tell me Mook's grandpa okayed this?
I don't know. We got our fold-down table bed. We've got, whoa! We got the love seat up front.
Are we sure this isn't a bed?
No, actually, I'm not at all. Wow, you can spin around and yell at the kids. Most importantly, though, up here, underneath this hatch, we have an
AC compressor.
That's all you get.
Well, hopefully we don't need to get in there.
Yeah, I hope not. Definitely not. Anyway, I believe that's a big block Chevy right there, so that's nice. There's 85 hours on our auxiliary generator, and can you see mileage? 76,000. Ow, again.
The numbers are all wiggly. I think that's 176,000.
Oh. Maybe this is a reman motor. Everything back here is in pretty darn good shape. There's standing water on the mattress.
That's not what you want.
A lot of water damage in the roof. Oh, that's... Wow, this is junk.
Well, it's a good thing we don't have to stand up there or anything.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Well, the good news is the first two-thirds of it, great shape. The part back there, oh, that's actively dripping. That part, not so great of a shape. All right, tell you what, first things first, we need to find batteries for this thing.
Oof.
I'm assuming they're through the front hood.
I'm going to assume that you're correct, seeing as you're the camper wizard here.
Yes.
Oh, great, now it's ruined.
There we go. That helped me in no way whatsoever. We have a giant radiator, and that's it. Fun fact, Winnebagos have way more steel in them, as you can see, because they're one of the only companies that did crash tests on campers, which makes it really hard to get the motors out, but safer. Oh, alright, well that's one way to do that, I suppose. I took the entire piece of trim that it amounts to off.
Oh.
Typically, one of these runs the stuff inside the camper as far as lights and all the DC powered stuff, and the other one runs the engine. Now when you turn the key on, this connects to this one and usually charges it through a solenoid somewhere, but unless the key is on, You can run this one dead and not touch this one, thus allowing you to fire everything up. Alright, there's a fresh one. Let's see what happens. We have nothing whatsoever. Dead in the water. Oh, the generator tries to crank. Wait, hang on, the generator cranks.
Oh my god, it is.
Come on, old Bessie.
That's scary.
Oh, we're definitely going to have to do a revival on that at the racetrack. It's funny that this works, which means I have power to the dash, but I don't have power to any of the camper side of things. There's a non-zero chance they had them backwards, actually.
Fair.
Does that light above your head work?
Try not to pull it. Yeah.
They're backwards. Okay. So we just got to swap that to the other side, and then the camper, or the engine side of stuff should work. They had the deep cycle and the normal one flipped. Alright, hey, there we go. We've got a half a tank of fuel, and now we have no oil pressure, but we did a second ago.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're going to be in NASCAR in no time. Do she spin? Oh, yeah. I smell the old gas from here. What do you think? HEI, do we just give it a little snort of brake clean, see what it does?
I mean, I think that's the only answer.
Hell yeah, I can't help but agree.
Is that a K&N filter?
Yes, it is. No truth. To life with you. Oh, come on, you can do it. She runs, and she makes oil pressure. She makes good oil pressure. I don't hear any engine noise either. This is a great drive line, if nothing else. We're not getting fuel yet. That's pretty apparent. A lot of fuel line in this. It might take a little while to get up here, is all. It's running on its own fuel!
It's not very happy about it, truth be told.
It doesn't love it at all. Oh, it smells terrible. Can you smell it?
Yeah, I can smell it.
It's alive!
Just threw a bunch of rust in my face.
Sorry. You go straight for it, see if it moves?
Wow, there's nothing else we can do, so...
It does run, and we're running out of time. We got ourselves a camper. Now all we have left to do is make this go down the road somehow.
I think that's easy. Point and steer.
Alright, we've got over 400 clips to make it through for this NASCAR adventure, so it's time to kick off the voiceover and keep things moving. Before Angus and I hit the road with the camper, we figured we should at least check the oil level. It's closer to you.
Oh, it's way too close to me. Stop wiggling it so much. It says we're a quart low.
Okay.
Yeah, take that back, would you?
Yes! Yes! Brace yourself, let's test the brakes. Okay.
Meander to a stop.
Oh, God. Merry Christmas, shitter's full. Alright, let's get some air in the old tires, thanks to the guys down here at the Twin Acres Sales and Service. They're actually the ones that set us up with this whole deal, so big thanks to them. If you guys are in Central Iowa and you need your trailer, camper, or motorhome work done, hit them up, Twin Acres, Nevada, Iowa.
Aren't these the guys that also emptied the poop camper tank?
The unfortunate folks that did that, yes.
Yeah, so we owe them. If you could give them some patronage, that would be fantastic.
Actually, before we leave, there's a bunch of coolant across the front valence here. Little inspection has shown the overflow is cracked. You know how nice it'd be if the only mechanical thing we had to do is replace the overflow container?
Yeah, but how lucky are we, really?
Yeah. Yeah, no way.
Plus, that wouldn't make for a good video.
Oh, trust me, there'll be plenty of carpentry to do for this video.
Oh, that's right. This thing has the structural integrity of...
A marshmallow.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a good shipwreck, but... it's floppy. That's all I know.
Oh, look at the water pouring onto the bed. Alright. Oh, just right to life. Look at that. Our economy's in the green and everything. Oh, has this thing got duals? It does have duals. And she sounds good. It has a backup alarm. Well, okay. Well. She needs some fresh fuel pretty bad. Okay, here we go. Back roads all the way home. Thanks again, guys. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a rocket ship. All right. This might be the best one we've got yet. NASCAR 24 is going to be something else. Tell you what, she must have a pretty spicy gear set in her. For 2,700 RPM at not even 55, that'll make for some excellent fuel consumption. The other news, still 50-something PSI, 18 volts. Temperature looks perfectly normal, and I have a tank of fuel, which arguably has gone down, which that might work. All right, come on, girl, up away from the hill. Can I get into the secondaries? Nope, it pretty much immediately shuts off. Definitely either terrible fuel or gunk in that quadrijet or the fuel pump's a little weak. Something's not right in our car, but we can fix that. We can fix all of this. It's just a matter of how much we choose to fix. Uh-oh, I'm losing her. I'm losing her. It's like I'm running out of fuel. Come on, girl. Oh, she's done. Oh, it's back alive. We're not hot. I think we're just probably out of gas. Let's give it a wiggle. Oh, wiggle it. Get that fuel moving. There you go. You're like 2 miles left. You can do it, you big turd. Please don't break down on the only piece of asphalt between here and home. Please don't. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I think she's done. Oh, it's clogged. It's probably the fuel filter. Actually, the way this is slowly going. I lost it. Motor's dead. Okay, well, suppose we coast to a stop and then figure it out. Battery's dead. That's weird, right?
License and registration for this thing?
Hell no.
Huh.
See you later.
Bye.
Holding that momentary switch for the battery got her going again, so I'm gonna hold that down. What are we at for? We got good voltage on both. I don't think that was related, but I don't know. It got it to crank and away we go. Doesn't say it's hot. Yep, never mind. I was gonna say it runs better than it did before, but I just stepped on it and it ran all the fuel out of the bowl. So we definitely got a clog somewhere we'll have to figure out. Either way, we're making it to the top of that asphalt. So I'm gonna focus on getting this down that hill into the driveway and we'll be back. Hell yeah.
Showboat.
I'm just trying to go home. I gave up on the burnout. new.
Try it now. Oh, it doesn't like that.
All right, we're neutral dropping it. With a little help from the tractor, we got the camper staged in the backyard. We spent the rest of the evening playing around with the awning, figuring out how it worked, and sanding the points on the generator until it had spark. While I messed with that, Angus explored other crucial parts of the camper.
Yeah, the roof, we don't have much of that. That's supposed to be attached to the roof.
I don't think our fuel pump works. All right, we'll start on this all tomorrow. See you then. Well, good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm working on determining the least comfortable angle for this chair. So far, it's this.
I think our focus needs to be getting all the crap out of here, because we could definitely at least put a cot back here for another person.
Maybe even a tent.
Maybe, oh yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. Maybe we just set up a tent back here.
It's gonna rain.
Let the rain fly on it, and they're good to go. It is supposed to rain potentially all weekend down there at the track, so we need to get this somehow sealed up. Oh, dude, no way. No way. There's a metal detector. It's a decent one, too. I mean, it's old as hell. It's worth like $20 today. There's metal. Doesn't work the best.
It's not very consistent.
No. Angus, I got you your very own metal detector.
Well, thanks.
Now
It's
we
just
can
what
go
I've always
together.
wanted. I can't wait to find out that there's iron in my dirt.
Alright, let's start tearing that bed and everything out. The first steps on our path to destruction was to get the mattress, sheets, curtains, all of that crap out of the back and start tearing this thing down. We were pretty sure it would be rotten all the way to the studs, so we were headed for the outside walls from the inside. Ooh, look, stuff! All the extra oil we could have ever wanted.
Ooh, a hammer. Oil.
Jack stands,
Tubes.
a light. Oh, we made a mess on the floor.
Oh, no.
No, it's ruined now. Alright, got this all cleaned out. Angus pointed out something quite brilliant. This looks to be the original carpet. This is 1984. This is more, I don't know, 2010. So I think someone redid the carpet in this. We do know the bathroom was redone. Good. Alright, let's see how bad we are. This piece, so far so good, but I know that's about to change. Ooh. Ooh is right. You know it's bad when it doesn't resist anymore and just comes flying right out. She's pretty slimy. That corner's junk. It's gone, but the rest is not as bad. We just assume everything else is trashed as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh! Oh, now it's ruined. Okay, well, basically we keep this up for the rest of the day.
And then we do it in reverse.
Yeah, we put all the rotten stuff back in after we dry it in the oven.
Yes, yes.
Backflip. Give it here.
And then we just gently.
This corner right here was our problem, our biggest problem. That being said, this was, the way it was parked, this was the lowest corner, so maybe the entire thing leaks.
This camper doesn't have to last us more than a weekend.
True. But damn if we're not doing all this if we're going to have a fixed camper.
But it's for TV. Haven't you ever seen
all those TV shows?
like Pimp My Ride? That's what we're doing here. We're gonna put a fish tank back here. He likes fishing. We're gonna put a fish tank in the back of his camper.
His dad died in a fire. We're gonna draw flames all over his car. Oh man, that's supposed to be wood.
I mean, by a loose technicality, it is.
Okay, well I guess that seals the fate for that half. Tear it out. Good thing we didn't try to stand on the roof.
You're talking about this part seems solid as heck. That's the roof skin.
This is the support stringer.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It wouldn't make a very good therapist because I don't feel supported at all. So I
One
know
of
what
them.
we're supposed to do is redo it just like it was. However, we know what we're going to do with this camper, which is stand on the roof and be sloshed.
I like how
And
you
not
put
just
it.
because it's wet. I think this is a really good opportunity to just absolutely brace the hell out of the back of the camper.
You think what I'm thinking? 4x4 posts in the corners
Yep, just
and a platform right there.
make the back bedroom the underside of a deck.
For the next couple hours, work continued as we ripped everything down to the studs and removed all the rotten material. In the meantime, Angus climbed up top to look for any obvious leaks, and to say the least, the whole entire thing looked to be an obvious leak. There was layer upon layer upon layer of sealant, none of it applied right, and none of it ever cleaned off before the next layer.
Alright, our destruction phase has come to completion. It's time now for construction.
It was a dual-purpose trip.
Yeah, we got 40 pounds of cat food, 22 by 4s, some leftover carpet from the remnant section, a sheet of OSB, some plywood, everything we need to build a structural roof party deck, dual purpose, dual bunk bed. That way, in theory, we can sleep 6 in here no problem and have a stronger roof than ever before.
With everything unloaded, we set to work on messing up as many measurements and cuts as possible.
That's all it takes. A little bit of professionalism.
I'd be lying if I said we nailed the cut.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't have any professionalism. Oh shit, we missed it by a ½ inch. How did we cut a curve with a table saw?
Flawless carpentry work by the team here at Junkyard Digs.
With a little trimming, we had our new floor piece down, and it was time to start on our OSB ceiling.
I cut so much grass.
Thanks for mowing for me.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
We have a roof. I'm not going to say this went right up on the first try because I would be lying to you, but it's up there. We have an OSB roof. This is going to be the base of what we can stand on easily when coming off the ladder. And we're going to tie the bunk bed legs into it so that all the weight is actually transferred through the roof onto the ground without putting weight on the roof. Okay, we got everything great stuffed. It's looking good. Time to start hanging some wall paneling. Got this silica gel that came with one of the tools we bought today. What do you think? This corner?
Yeah, that was the wettest one.
Okay, I'll just...
Yeah, stick it in there. That'd be great.
Fixed. Time for wall paneling. Oh, I won't look at that close. It's okay. No,
I would want to do that little guy.
yeah, he's fine. It holds up better than the lights do. Thunderfist. Actually, if I hit the ceiling, the whole camper blinks. We're not gonna worry about that. Let's hang a wall panel. What is it, like 10? Well, 10:30. We're at whatever point this is.
Stupid.
Mr. Buzzy doing the Lord's work, and then a little extra in some spots.
Give
Fantastic.
me the buzzy.
Well, I'm just using the.
Oh, you don't want me to have the buzzy?
No, if I'm just gonna f this window up, it's gonna be me.
You're doing a great job so far.
That I am. This is what window trim is for. Mistakes. Ta-da! Good as new. Alright, let's call that a night and come back and mutilate some other things and make them look way worse than they ever were in the first place tomorrow. Good morning, folks. Welcome to day 2 of the camper build, aka the very last day of the camper build, as we have to be on the road in 24 hours. Oh, this is not what I wanted to see this morning. We've got some leaks, which we kind of expected. Angus tore all of that existing sealant, which was actually just missing sealant off the roof, but and we've got water on top of our OSB headed over here coming in, so we do still need to put all that sealant on top. Well, we did kind of flex seal the inside of this, thinking that would have helped. So clearly we need to do a lot of work on top of the camper yet. Well, there you have it. It's far from pretty, but it's there. Clearly need to do a ceiling board and some trim between that and trim between these to cover all the gaps. Regardless, here is one wall done. And honestly, looking at the amount of water coming in through our OSB, we're going to leave it fully exposed so I can keep an eye on the amount of water coming in and make sure we have this all properly sealed before we put the rest of the wall paneling on, because that was a lot of work and I don't want to do that a second time. With that being said, I think it's time to switch gears and build ourselves a bunk bed / roof support system.
Time to take out this back window.
No!
Good morning, everybody. I've resumed the fray, and we're doing crimes.
For now, we're just going for people are going to be standing on top of this piece, so let's make it strong.
Big strong.
Big strong. We're going to run 4 posts and then run these stringers and put a footer under them so that all that roof weight is sitting on the floor and it's not cracking up our roof any worse than it already is, / we don't fall through and die.
I like that second part.
Yeah. I can't take full credit for the idea. I did do some reading this morning on camper remodeling. There we go. The single most well-supported camper roof ever known to man. It's ugly as hell, but that's totally fine because all it has to do is hold like 3 dudes up there. We'll back it into our spot so the track's right there in turn 2. We can chill here all weekend and watch the cars go by without falling through.
With that, Angus and I set to work, measuring, cutting, toenailing, and reinforcing a set of bunk beds into the back of the camper. Once those were finished, we decided to divide and conquer. Angus tackled the mechanical issues up front while I resealed the roof in the back.
Right, as mentioned, while Angus deals with the starter and battery cables up front, I am on top playing with my sealant. As you can see, this thing has years of sealant on top of it, and by that I mean like every year they put a different type on, and none of it ever worked because none of it was ever taken to a clean surface when it was applied. It's just layer upon layer upon layer upon layer, and it's terrible. Also, it feels like pretty much none of it ever hardened and sealed properly. I'm going to take all of that off down to our metal lining on both pieces, the cap and the roof, and then clean this out the best we can. We're going to reapply caulk through here, and then probably even hit it with a secondary piece of roof tape from Menards. It works on roofs on houses. How much different is this, right?
Well, it's not a house for one.
It works on mobile homes, and I've seen people live in these.
Alright, while Kevin's buzzing away up there, I'm going to go ahead and take our batteries out and replace our battery cables. Like we mentioned before, we're pretty sure this is speaker wire, and this is definitely probably causing a voltage drop from battery to terminal, and possibly contributing to our hot start issue. So I'll get these cables pulled out, replaced, and we'll move on to the starter. There you are. Nice little starter guy. Alright, we got our starter out. Wasn't too bad, just had to crawl halfway under the camper to get at it. We're going to go ahead and throw the new one in, and hopefully that fixes all of our problems.
Oh boy, the rains are coming, which means I gotta get this finished up. As you can see, got most of this cleaned up pretty decent. Gotta do some more vacuuming and stuff over there, get up under this lip. But yeah, I just popped the cover off for this, and holy shit, I think this might have been the majority of our leak. That is terrible. We're gonna definitely reseal all that. All right, Mr. Buzzy, let's get to work. All right, getting a little hard to see for the sun is gone, as is tradition. I've got all the seals scraped off. Everything around the window here looks a lot better. It was terrible right there, still soaking wet. I'm gonna go get a wire wheel and take this all the way back to metal, all the way around, and we're gonna reseal it. How's it going, Angus?
Oh, we're good. I just shoved the batteries back in. She's ready to go.
He says you shoved the batteries back in. Time to test it.
Alright. Yeehaw.
That's much better.
Perfect.
Will she fire? Have it. Well, either the choke's hung open, the accelerator doesn't work, or still no fuel coming up. I suppose the old bottle method.
Yes.
Alright, we got our plastic bottle here. We're going to put that on the end of the fuel line. We'll set it in there. Pretend that it's going to hold fuel, which it won't. We're going to go ahead and crank the engine over, see if we get any fuel into the bottle. Interesting. Alright, so that didn't move any fuel whatsoever, but at cranking speed, sometimes diaphragm pumps are a little slow. I'm going to go grab some brake clean so we can run the engine off that, see if we get any fuel pumping then, and we'll see what happens and we'll go from there. Huh. Yep, didn't get anything. I think that might be what we in the business call out of gas. Should probably see if it's got any fuel in it.
You made a discovery, sir.
Well, I'm not no fuel doctor or nothing, but I think this sucker's empty.
Really?
I pushed up on the bottom and we went from being convex to concave and it just went bong.
Oh, yeah, that might be out of gas.
Well, we should go get some of the fuel and, you know, see if that fixes some stuff.
All right, I'm going to continue on with my caulk up top.
Oh, jeez.
I'm about to start smearing it all over a bunch of
Go
clean cracks.
Get out of here, would you? Get away from me.
Yeah, nasty. All right, time for our all-weather roof cement. Allow at least 24 hours to dry, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not apply if rain is imminent within 24 hours. Well, you know what? I can't see the clouds anymore, so I'm sure that's going to be just fine. All right, there it is. Just smeared it all over. That's roof cement. I don't know if that's the right stuff, but we're going to let that cure for a while, and then I got some roof tape we're going to come by with as well. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, the rest of our crew has arrived. Our blind friend Ezra and Bob. Oh, Angus has fuel. Think that'll fix our fuel pump issues?
I think it'll repair the fuel pump, clear the fuel filter, as well as rebuild the engine.
You know what? I like it.
Nothing but the best from Farm Services. Hey, I found an electric fuel pump under here, and I don't think it's for the generator. What? Yeah, it's just mounted to the frame rail, behind a shock absorber somehow. Holy hell! This thing has airbags. What? Yeah, it's got air ride. Would somebody hop in the cab and turn the key to run?
Alright. I think we're on.
Nothing's happening.
Well, I mean, it's pulling fuel through it, obviously, so...
Yeah, it didn't run very good, though.
Do we need to mess with it?
It'll leave us something to fix at the racetrack. Let's call it a night.
Okay.
All right, Ezra's down there somewhere putting a fuel filter in line. How's it going?
That's all I have to say.
Okay. Meanwhile, this, and I mean this in all of its glory. I'm just trying to find where that HVAC vacuum line goes, because trying to figure that out and plug it off so we can fix a vacuum leak. It'd also be cool to figure out why the radio doesn't work, but suddenly I don't know if I care anymore. All right, fixed a couple vacuum leaks. Got a fuel filter in line, fuel in the tank. Let's see what happens. Come on, NASCAR race 24. Give her a second to fill the bowls. Come on, girl. Not loving this so far.
Well, there's a non-zero chance the 30-degree incline we parked the camper on and the 5 gallons out of a 60-gallon tank aren't doing it.
Ooh, further inspections have shown that our fuel pump is actually pumping plenty of fuel. The carburetor's not letting it in. So that'll be a needle and seat or a thimble filter. And judging by the color of that, I say we start with the filter. Yeah, that looks, that's pretty terrible.
You missed it.
Is there a paper
turn into a
towel
prince.
back there?
Oh, yeah, strip towels.
Did it turn into a prince? Thank you, Bob. Do we need to go further?
Yeah, no, that's not good.
That's not good. Them's the one right there. Alright, well, let's just hook that back up and try her again. Come on. Oh, come on, that should be full by now. Set for NASCAR. Let's get this sucker cleaned up tonight, packed in the morning, and get the hell out of here. We'll see you then.
There's an alternator, but it doesn't want to come out.
Good morning, Bob.
Oh, morning.
The day has come. It is time for us to pile in this big old piece of crap and hit the road. As you may have heard in the clips last night when we got this thing running, the alternator bearings not happy. Something's screaming a lot up there. It really sounds like it's the alternator. I'm gonna pray it's the alternator, not a water pump or something else. We're gonna throw a new one of those on, pack everything up, and we'll get out of here. How goes it, boys?
It
Howdy.
goes.
You know, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Putting an alternator, it ain't too bad. I don't know. It's
It's there.
10 being good. It's
Ezra
like a
works on
4.
semis. He doesn't complain about anything. Oh, I just gotta twist my legs around the back of my head, blow my spleen out, and dislocate my knee. But it's okay.
You know, if I break my arm right there, I could get the bolt.
Eventually, the new alternator was in, and it was time to hit the road.
All right, gentlemen, we're sealed in. Everyone look around, take one last look at each other, for by the time we come back, we may be alternately changed forever. Spiritually, maimed, dead, I don't know.
What are you planning?
Another trip to Kansas City.
Are we there yet?
Don't even start. All right, we eat Bob first. All right, here we go. Let's do it. No squeaky alternator. Good job. Oh, it runs so much better now. It really likes having fuel. We have 250 miles to go, and our first stop, believe it or not, the gas station. All right, you big lumbering piece of shit. Let's see what you got. 35, 40. Can I go for the secondaries? Blow it up right away?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, it's actually. Yeah, that is. Oh! Ah! We're doing 50. It's actually really smooth so far. Like the seats or the wheels aren't shaking. 55. Nice. All right, it's been a hell of a drive.
Kansas City looks different.
I swear there used to be a racetrack right here. All right, let's get some fuel in this thing. Time to go bankrupt.
How's that possible?
63 gallons in our 60-gallon tank.
Oh my god, this is $200.
Hope this video does good. Hope this tank doesn't leak. Let's leave.
We didn't fill up the fuel jug.
Too bad. 61 gallons ought to do it. I think we'll be fine.
We should make it to at least the next gas station.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. It is time to get on 35 and stay there for the rest of the day. How's it going back there, Ezra?
Dairy Queen, Dairy
Oh, God damn it. Time to find everything that's loose when we turn right. All right, here we go. Oh,
We're
Bob.
loose.
Bob was loose. The temperatures and pressures are looking good. Voltage is up and the fuel gauge is pegged. Let's put her to the floor, boys. We got a NASCAR race to go to. Woo-hoo! And the secondaries.
Come on.
60 at $3,000.
Yay.
And we'll stay right there.
Forever.
All right, we're 30-something miles into her now. Doing 65, turning plenty of RPM. The temperatures and pressures are looking good. Our coolant has climbed up to the midway mark, but it hasn't really gotten higher. For something that hasn't moved since 2015, pretty good.
As we rolled down the interstate, we got more and more comfortable with the camper, so we put down the hammer and turned up the tunes.
Vroom, 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 I love NASCAR. Where are we at, Angus?
We're here.
Where are we going, Angus?
There.
Whoa, hang on. Wait a minute.
There. So that's only this many long.
Oh, sweet. We'll be there in no time.
That's like 8 inches. Where are you gonna map the more? I think they've been to Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all this literature. Where's the map to the nearest Mount Rushmore? Oh, there it is.
The nearest Mount Rushmore. Bob, where's the nearest Cracker Barrel?
I can't read.
It's pictures, Bob.
5? We gotta go back.
Good news, boys. We're in the green on the economy.
Well, we're so economical.
What?
We have some unruly passengers.
All right, settle down back there. Don't make me come back there.
He started it.
As you can tell, spirits are high because the camper is running good. This thing is heading down the interstate with no issues whatsoever, and we're pretty confident at this point that we could pull the whole trip off without any mechanical breakdowns. But this is Junkyard Digs, and the camper knew we just couldn't have that.
I don't know what happened, but she just jerked on it and went blop, blop. Yeah, well, she just started doing it again at the top of that hill right there. Oh, maybe our filter needs changed out already.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, what do you think? We keep pushing? I think it levels out a bit. Push it across the road here. Whoa. Let's slow her down a little more. Try to get the motor cooled off. I think that Truro is like the end of the hills, basically. Come on, girl. locking or clogging up that filter. Both are very possible. The damn blinker fell off. Shit. Get back on there. He was trying to thread it on there when the fire fell off his cigar. I dropped it on down, rolled around. Let's just keep pushing. I do suspect we will have to replace the fuel filter. Any input from the back?
I really liked the Wolf Creek Pass reference. Thanks for that.
There it goes. Yep, sure enough, climbing a hill, start stuttering again. If I lift, we're good. We'll keep her going until it's a big problem, and then we can more definitively find out what it was. Alrighty, boys, there it is. Our first 100 miles done already. Woo! Going pretty good. We got 150 left. It hasn't cut out a bit, so I think it was just clogging some shit up in the filter or the other pump. I don't know. We're gonna ignore it. That way, if it is a filter, they can catch all of the shit before we swap it and just ruin 2 of them for no reason.
We could just take the filter out and let the quadrigen have some debris as a treat.
I like the way you think, Bob. But we have to drive home too.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we just get in the camera car?
Oh yeah, you're right. We just hop in the camera car. Our chase vehicle, I forgot.
Yeah, that brand new, so spacious, AC.
Kia Sonata we probably rented like all the people, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we have enough friends for a camera crew.
Eventually I figured out feathering the throttle just right would keep enough fuel in the bowls to keep the engine from stuttering. Doing this, we were able to ignore the fuel issues all the way into Missouri.
In misery!
Whoa. Started dying. We're good. Fuel filter's getting pretty bad. Oh, there it goes again. Well, it's probably about time.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, we've got 75 miles left. I have to pee really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't use the bathroom.
I already took a shit in there.
Oh. Alright, let's see how she does hot idling after being on the road for 100-something miles. And she died. Hang on.
Well, it idles good. Nice and smooth.
I saw this
Quiet.
coming. Please don't do the hot starter thing. Oh no, the belt.
That's the tires.
Why is the alternator so mad suddenly? I did just crank it, I guess, but what the hell? Wow, that alternator's pissed. Let's get these filters swapped over and get this sucker back on the road. How it be, Ezra?
I blew a lot of rust out of her. It was kind of orange.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's pretty dirty inside, I think.
But the weird part was, when I took the filter off the line, off both ends, nothing ran out. Not a drop, not a splash, nothing.
I just realized what you're wearing.
My mom got me this shirt. Thanks, Mom.
I got you that shirt.
Kevin got me this shirt. Thanks, Mom.
There's nothing wrong with that filter. Yeah, pump, I guess.
We're gonna try and bypass this inline pump here, you know, and make it not that way.
I did things under there that I would never tell my mom about.
Oh, Angus looks happy. Well, that shirt didn't last very long.
Well, we knew it wouldn't.
Is it fixed?
Yeah, it
right.
might be. It's different now.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. There's that again.
Who tightened that belt?
Oh, idiot. All right, to the highway. That makes a lot of noise now. I'm accelerating harder than I have in the last hour and a half. And it's not hiccuping, so we're gonna say that's fixed and ignore anything if it comes up. Onward, 75 miles left to go. Uh-oh. Big uh-oh. We smell coolant, and the gauge left. It's gone.
I smell it too now.
Yeah, I think we might have blown a radiator hose, boys.
We should probably pull over.
Yep, I'm looking for somewhere to do that. She's still running fantastic. I didn't even notice.
Let's do it right on the top of this bridge.
In other news, alternator's not really charging anymore. Oh, the belts. We blew the belt.
Probably. That's why it stopped squeaking.
Yep. Sorry, girl. That's probably really, truly that temperature.
We don't have a belt.
Do we have zip ties?
No.
Damn it.
It might have just tossed the belt, actually. It probably snapped the alternator belt and tossed it off to the side. We're going this way. I think this is the town. Come on, big block Chevy, don't melt on me now. I see a tire store, they might have belts. Poor girl. Oh, there's an Advance right there.
There you go.
There's an Advance auto parts right there. Come on, girl, hold it together. Hold it together, you're almost there. She's idling just fine, though.
Oh, it's steamy
Come
now.
on, girl, come on. Do I just run this red?
No, there's cars coming.
Well, if we die here, we're screwed. Come on.
Seriously? This is the longest red light I've ever seen. It's going green. It's going.
All right, here we go. Okay, Advanced Auto Parts on the left. And then O'Reilly's, but it'll do. Maybe. Woo, baby, come on.
Trade.
Almost there. I just need the hydro boost and the power steering for a little longer. And I can shut you down. All right, take a nap. There we go. Strong arming it. Oh boy, Jesus. All right, welcome to the laundromat. Let's figure out what went wrong. Here's the results. Coolant on top of the engine.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I don't know how we pulled that one off. Belt is upside down, so it looks like we definitely snapped the two loose alternator belt and it knocked the other ones off. Can't see it well enough to see if there's anything there though.
Wind must have
Yeah,
changed.
open the windows.
Hey, I found our belt. It's wrapped around the fan. It's even in one piece yet.
Really?
I think so.
Shit, we don't even need a new belt. Just
Alternator
Turn it on,
popped
get it.
off and knocked the other one off.
Yep, that's 100% what happened. Did we blow a lower hose? I can't
I
see.
don't think so, but I don't know what all this coolant is from.
It's yeah.
Probably the overflow.
The
freaking
overflow
out.
that doesn't hold overflow.
Oh, yep, sure enough. What belts do we need then? Alternator?
We need this one because it looks like Bob's forehead now.
What's wrong with
I'm just
Bob's
kidding.
forehead?
I don't know. Poor guy.
He's never had an insecurity about that until just now.
I'm gonna cry.
Unfortunately, the Advanced Auto had absolutely nothing in stock for belts and was basically no help, but thankfully there was an O'Reilly's about 2 blocks away that we hadn't noticed before. We decided to throw the old belts back on so we could limp it over there and get some new ones.
Hey, I'm trying to sleep down here.
Hey, homeless Bob, how are you?
Homeless.
I put her back on, tensioned the alternator, got everything tightened up. It looks great. We're gonna get it to O'Reilly's. I think it would make it to the track, but
I mean, fire it, see how it rotates. I don't know.
I can't wait to get a belt around my ankle.
Yeah, just make sure your face is in line with it.
Specifically you, face in line with thing boy. It just doesn't know that it's hot yet. It's going up. Oh, there it goes.
Drink up, you thirsty bastard. Oh, there she goes. All right, we're good to go. Give me O'Reilly's for spare belts. Wow, it's 1,000 degrees in here suddenly.
not too bad back here.
There it is.
I found it.
Good job, Bob.
Thanks.
Thanks us all.
Always looking out for you.
Bob, our hero.
With surprisingly little drama, we made it all the way to O'Reilly's. Once there, we decided to divide and conquer. Angus and Ezra took some time to install new belts, while Bob and I walked over to the grocery store and got all our groceries for the weekend.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Ezra's just about finished saving our lives.
Hell yeah. In a similar manner, Bob and I got burgers and brats for the weekend.
By loose technicality, yeah, I guess.
She'll go at least another 200,000 minimum.
All fixed.
I hope so.
Light it off. We'll see if it rotates good and throw the dog outside and finish out the last hour. There's ghosts in the belts.
That sounds different.
Give her a rev.
It's not a supercharger.
I like it. So that's hitting something, right?
No, 1,000%. It definitely is, isn't it?
Whatever made it.
All
Alright, lap 3. Let's go get the beer this time.
All right, well,
After a little looking around, we found a belt guide that had been missed, and once that was fixed, we were ready to hit the road.
Alright, good work, boys. We got a cooler full of ice and meat. And we've got 2 brand new belts on and a spare one. The Zimmerman crew getting it done.
Yeah. I felt a little out of place working in a parking lot. I was used to all the sand and sandburrs with the C10.
All right, 69 miles left.
With that, we got back on the highway and put the hammer down once again, eager to make it to the racetrack.
One dumb sign at a time, we will make our way to the racetrack. Started doing the fuel cutout thing again, and it's arguably worse than it ever was before.
Excellent.
Like we're losing power, we're slowing to a stop pad.
Oh.
We're still 38 miles away. These things have been pretty bad though. It came on really sudden. It's running like shit right now. Oh, hang on, we just lost like 4 cylinders.
At this point, the camper was running so intermittently and poorly that we weren't even comfortable taking the highway anymore. We limped it into a nearby parking lot, pulled off in the shade, and decided to start messing with the filters again.
And nothing in it. Oh, there it is. That just flew out.
Really?
Yep.
What the f is that?
I don't know.
It's gone now. You wouldn't think that would stop it. Would you?
I don't know. I would think there'd be more gas in there.
It went from...
There might be a lot more of those chunks.
Think they're stuck in the line?
Yeah, we can get Ezra down there and just suck the tank dry.
What? Hi. Under the camper here and following the fuel lines from the fuel pump at the motor back to the tank, I found a cheapy auto store plastic fuel filter in line that we did not notice. So I'm going to take that out and see how dirty it is, and then we'll put a different one in and say a prayer, huh?
Yeah, we can make her 30 more on that, right?
Heck yeah. Let's give her a whirl.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You know, it kind of makes sense if you think that we clogged the furthest thing back first, right? The pump. Yep. Took that off. We're good. Our filter up front really wasn't bad. We then clogged the next furthest thing forward, this filter. Took the front filter off again. Still not bad. So I think we're just working our way forward with clogs. Alright, well, we're running out of time and ideas. Let's throw the other spare we have in there and get the hell out of here. Try it again. Well, we decided to take the filter out entirely and put a piece of soft line right there so that we still have a second filter for if and when that singular last filter clogs up. So, cross your fingers. 40 minutes left to the track.
With that fixed, we once again hopped on the highway and put the hammer down. And once again, in about 15 minutes, we started having fuel issues.
Alright, losing the filter again. We haven't even been 5 miles this time. We're only 24 from the track. I'm able to keep it doing 50. If we can just make it to the track, pretty sure there's like a Cabela's or a Bass Pro or something right next to it where we can get a boat tank. Ezra, recrank the Freebird. Come on, girl. 40 miles left for NASCAR.
As we continued on, our fuel issues seemed to be more and more sporadic. At this point, we were pretty convinced it was rust or something sticking against the pickup tube in the tank. Regardless, through pure determination and will, we kept the hammer down.
Well, boys, it was a struggle, and it took effort from everyone. I'm very thankful for all of your help. You're welcome. I hope it pays off.
I hope you pay us.
Regardless, welcome once again to the Kansas Speedway.
I'm freaking stoked. That's what I want to say.
That's very
now
wise.
My nerves are kind of gone because this jalopy made it. And I'm just like, yes.
We can abandon this at any point. We could just get in with someone else and drive home and be like, I don't know whose camper that is. That was the other guys that made the YouTube channel. Yeah.
Don't put any stickers on it.
Oh!
That's why
I didn't put a Junkyard Digs sticker on it.
What?
That's why we broke down so many times. I thought that was weird. Here we go. Yeah.
And now we're on fire.
Welcome to the Kansas Speedway. Woo! Let's go get ourselves a camping spot. Oh, check it out.
Whoa! Somebody's taking
Hell
notes.
yeah.
Ooh. They're already passed out.
Yeah,
They're
all 3 asleep.
No flames today.
There we go.
Thanks, Dad.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but after a drive like that, I think it's time to have a beer about it. Look at that!
Oh, you like my shirt?
I do. Where did you get that, Bob?
Junkyard Digs. What's the website?
Junkyard Digs.
JunkyardDigs.com.
That's right, folks. Not only do you have 2 weeks left to get your limited edition I Hate Head Gaskets Ultimate Bill shirt, but you also have a lifetime now to buy the Have a Beer About It Junkyard Digs shirt. Give us a spin, Bob. Ooh, look at that. Updated logo on the back. Well, that was weird. Sales just plummeted.
I think
Sorry.
we gotta invite Bob.
All right. I'll go home. Sorry.
Where did you find this model? Craigslist?
Nah, he was walking on the side of the road.
I don't know about you guys, but that was a long-ass drive, and I think we should have a beer about it.
I am all for it.
I agree.
Let's do it. All right, we've landed. Let's see if this thing will go now that she got fuel in the tank. The pump kind of quit clicking, which means it might have pressure. Holy shit! It's alive! Holy hell! Look at that! Get the cobwebs out of it. Good job, you old piece of shit. Good job.
It's fixing itself.
I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it.
Now do.
Never had a generator start that easy.
Well, so this is Dennis. He's our neighbor.
Hi.
He's from Wichita, correct?
Valley Center.
You used to have pretty much this camper.
One just like it.
How long did you have that thing, do you know?
Probably 6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years. He told us at one point in there, he lost all the belts or something happened. He had to stop and get one belt to run them all.
Yeah.
So this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
The whole belt thing must be a Winnebago deal.
Yep, definitely not Chevrolet.
No.
Weird.
In God we trust, but in Chevrolet we rely.
Got here.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's all we can ask for.
You're here with 3 Chevy guys.
All right, well, the neighbors just reminded me that we're supposed to get 2 inches of rain tonight.
Yeah, so we're up on the roof with a roll of duct tape.
Yep, good old roll of roof sealant. We're gonna try to seal this side to that side, and believe it or not, my caulk is still soft.
Hey! Haven't seen you
It's the news team. Don't stick it to yourself, Angus. It's a little breezy.
Oh.
We'll have to throw you away. All right, brother. Oh, she's turning. I'll pull. You twist. Oh, keep her going there. Oh, that is a really gross screw, ain't it?
Oh boy, there is.
Oh, you're getting it. You're getting it.
I believe in you.
You're an inch off.
I don't know how much I believe in
You only need an inch more.
That's what she said.
1 more inches.
Who told me not to bring the DeWalt Impact?
Oops. Okay, we'll call that one good. How about that?
Well, how much wrestling you guys gonna be doing tonight? What?
I'm not gonna lie, this is more comfortable than anything I've felt in the camper. The temperature's way better too.
Yeah, but it kind of smells like a golfing place, and that just...
No, that's just the dandelion killing juice. If we slept on it last year and didn't die, we can sleep on it this year and not die.
I wasn't here last year, but I take your word for it.
Why don't we just drive a tarp here? Like, we just keep sleeping under
That'd be
the shit.
so much more reliable.
Good morning, Angus.
Good morning.
How are you?
Still tired?
Yeah. Rainy morning here at Kansas City Speedway. It's supposed to clear out here pretty soon, though. We had the awning out, obviously. It was squeaking all night. Suppose we wake the troops here soon when the rain stops and get some breakfast going.
Yeah, all right.
Let's do it. Once the rain let up, we fired up the grill and got some breakfast burritos going. All right, boys, eat up. We got a long day of NASCAR ahead of us. After a couple hours with the jet dryers, they had the track ready, and our weekend of NASCAR kicked off with practice laps. Hell yeah! Practice laps. Someone has donated to the camper. Thanks, Chris. Holy shit! You weren't supposed to be here.
Well, I arrived.
Come on in, check out the Winnebago.
Wow, this is
Winnebago. It gets better the more you do that.
Yeah. This isn't bad at all. It's kind of usable.
Yeah. Oh, you
For
can
the
live in
price,
it.
it's perfect. How much was it?
Free.
Oh, hell!
We didn't steal it.
Where am I supposed to sit?
Right here.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Mom.
Oh,
I get to sit up front with Mom.
Don't ever call me that again.
There we go.
Yeah, that's exactly
the worst chair.
That's exactly what I thought when I sat in it.
All right, we'll do you say we have a beer about it?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
As is tradition, Party Mike is in the house.
CB.
What do you think of our contender this year for best RV?
I think this is pretty special, guys. You guys really outdid yourselves. You know, it smells good.
Smells like a Menards.
Smells like fresh pine. He's a beauty. Well, you guys didn't cut any corners.
No, we usually just kind of buzzed them off, actually. we didn't cut shit. Yeah, so you want to trade? Or
You don't think about it.
what if I threw in the fish picture?
Jesus and his partying buddies. Oh, the fish pitcher.
Fish picture? Yeah,
I want the
Jesus and his buddies are over here.
Jesus' final shakedown. Those guys partied hard. Somebody did get hurt, though.
As the ARCA series kicked off, we climbed up on top of the camper to enjoy some racing. As you can see from the way we're dressed, it's pretty cold out today, which means the track was pretty cold as well. This made for some interesting first few laps until these guys got some heat in the tires and some heat in the track. From then on, for the rest of the weekend, it was actually pretty tame. Thanks to the advice from our group, encouraging everyone to go fast and left, 100 laps later, the ARCA race was complete. After the race, the news team brought their big fancy camera out to get some footage of the Cup cars during qualifying.
There is such a thing as too big.
Yeah, that looks like, honestly, I bet his shoulder, and that looks like it hurts.
You can't even use all of it. It's just a waste.
What are you doing with it?
Partway through qualifying, we set up some chairs and decided to break out the beer darts.
Another Stuart Haas Racing Ford Mustang Dark Horse and another great Josh Bailey rockets up to the number 2 spot.
This one's going for Angus. Oh! Oh no!
You missed me.
A couple hours later, as we stood around the grill, they started the national anthem and we got ready to kick off the truck race.
Let's go racing, boys!
As things kicked off, our buddy from last year, Ty Majeski, unfortunately had a rough start and put her in the wall right away. Throughout the race, we grilled up some burgers for supper and I got a bunch of glamorous shots of everyone for B-roll. Inspired by this wonderful B-roll, I decided to walk around and get some shots of the people in the infield doing what the people in the infield do best, and that is having fun.
Bill, it's been 3 years. How's Kyle Busch looking tonight?
Tonight?
Is he racing?
Nope.
Oh, good. Thank God. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Mook.
Eventually, the number 11 took the flag, wrapping up the truck series, which meant it was time to go have some fun.
All right, once again, we're out among the people. This is the people. Oh, we've seen all you guys before. But this time, there's more people. You guys saw a video of ours
We saw your video.
and decided to come down to turn
We
2.
tried to get your exact spot, but some joker was sitting in it.
You missed it by 1.
Missed it by 1.
As far as racing goes, could have been better, but as far as the experience for the campsites go and stuff,
It's been awesome.
you guys been having fun?
Been awesome. We're having a ton of fun. Our
Yeah, how are your neighbors? I heard they're terrible. Let's get them thrown out.
I know I don't like them.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here. That's cool to know that we've helped ruin other people's weekend.
Oh,
Hey, there we go. Let's have an ice cream about it. While we're on the subject of people who have been indoctrinated by our terrible ideas and have since showed up to the Kansas City race, these two and their $500 camper from Minnesota that they bought on a whim and brought all the way here for a race. And how's it been?
it's been freaking awesome.
Hell yes. Look at the sticker panel on this son of a bitch. Sea foam and everything. Apparently look like. Do it cheesy.
It's the same everything.
Okay, so I drove this camper down from Minnesota. We got it for $500. I don't actually know any of the other details. You tell them, Kevin. We put new tires on it. We got them on Amazon. We couldn't get them balanced, so we put some beads in it. We focused on the important stuff. We made sure the fridge works and the bush light sign. We had the bush light sign. This is nice. It's really nice. So is this. I'm taking this. See ya.
For the next few hours, we hung around the infield, met new people, learned new things, and had an absolute blast.
Too fat, man, and then he speeds off.
I think I just saw Batman.
Oh, look at that. Good morning, gentlemen.
It's the morning.
That it is. We're starting our day off with some leftover burritos from yesterday. And we're gonna throw them in the microwave, running off the generator. Let's get some food in these guys, get the troops moving, and start the day. Unfortunately, the race was delayed 5 hours to a rain delay, but that gave me an excellent chance to check on the roof and see if it was leaking.
All right, here's our results on the Menards caulk and tape fix. The caulk held up okay, but the tape, just the cheap roof tape, we got a puddle up here. Hell yeah, not leaking a drop.
As things started kicking off in the infield, we decided to practice a little more with our interviewing skills.
Raymond, give him an interview. Here's the microphone.
So this is a guy that bit the pavement last year.
Oh, I remember. That was 2 years ago, right?
No, it was last year. It was last year. Look at how well that pretty face has held it.
It's a shame that he's so ugly now.
But he still has some after effects.
Oh.
This is a young lady that had to nurse him, doctor him.
Dr. Lindsay. Who are we rooting for today? Number 5?
Kyle Larson
Oh.
and Chase Idiot.
Okay. Thank you, reporter Raymond.
A bit later, we sang the national anthem once again and got a kick-ass flyover by a set of A10s. Once that was complete, it was time to go racing. With the cup race finally underway, we cracked open a few cold ones and enjoyed the show perched atop our free motorhome. Somewhere around the halfway point of the race, Mike brought over his grill and whipped up some burgers.
This is Henniker's a la carte punchline. We got it covered. I'm also a chef.
We don't call him Party Mike for nothing.
Much like the other races, this one was pretty uneventful, although in the back half, Jimmy Johnson did spin out in front of us.
Hey, do you want a sticker?
As we came into the third stage of the race, not only were things heating up out on the track, but also on top of the camper. Eventually, as the race came to a close, it wound up being the closest margin of victory in NASCAR history. 1/1000th of a second.
What? Controversy. Kyle Larson is the winner? Woo! I had him in my pool!
Attaboy, Mike!
Booyah!
Let's have a beer about it.
Let's do that about that.
And do that about that, we did. For the last time that weekend, we closed out the night at Kansas Speedway with beer, good times, and friends. Oh, good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. We've got everything packed up, but before we hit the road, we have 2 major changes to make. Number 1, put a Junkyard Digs sticker on it. Now we'll make it home. Now it'll be immortal. Number 2, we're going to swap the feed for the fuel to the carburetor from the engine pickup to the generator pickup. In theory, the generator pickup is going to sit a little higher, so it leaves you some reserve fuel on the bottom, and we think we can use that to our advantage to get the pickup out of the crap in the bottom of the tank and drive all the way home with no issues. Let's go find out. I think I'm late for work. Angus, did your boss give you a day off?
Hard to say. I hit him in the leg with a dart yesterday, so we'll see.
Alright, I've got the fuel line swapped over to the generator one. I need to plug our old line so it doesn't leak, and what better thing to plug it with than the thing that Angus plugged into my leg.
I said I was sorry.
That didn't leak very much, so this should seal pretty well too. Seems to work. Let's go find a gas station and get the hell out of here. So long, Kansas City Speedway. We'll see you again next year with some other random hunk of shit. Alright, boys, 250 miles home. Let's do it. Are we there yet? I wish. Alright, we're back on the road. Stopped at a gas station, filled up our tank. She took 42 gallons. Gives us 6 miles per gallon. In other news, no fuel issues so far. Things seem to be doing pretty good. Unlike the trip down, the 250 miles home were absolutely uneventful. I was completely blown away at how well this free Winnebago that had been sitting for 10 years handled itself on the road. It never hiccuped or stuttered once, it drove great, we were all comfortable, we had the tunes cranked, the windows open, and we were having a great time. Honestly, for the entire weekend, this thing was fantastic. Hell, had we just drained the fuel tank before leaving, we probably would have made it there with no issues whatsoever. Regardless, we did make it, had an awesome weekend at the track once again with all of our friends, and then drove all the way home with zero problems. I could not have asked more out of this old turd and was pretty proud to pull her back in the driveway 250 miles later.
Welcome home, gentlemen. She did it. 500 miles in an abandoned camper for another kick-ass weekend at NASCAR.
Hell yeah.
Nice. This thing's pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely not worth cutting up and maybe worth replacing the poop camper with this one. Sleeps a lot better, that's for sure. Drives a ton better. Besides that though, there's one last question left to answer. Will it redeem itself and do a burnout? Look.
Well, it didn't do a burnout, but it sure was bouncy.
We'd have a better chance getting her to do a wheelie.
There it is. Gentlemen, that was a hell of a weekend. With that said, thank you very much for watching this episode of Junkyard Digs. We had a ton of fun. Thank you to NASCAR and Fox and everyone who puts on the NASCAR race at the Kansas City Speedway. Thanks once again to all of our friends. If we didn't get to say goodbye before we left, we're sorry. We'll miss you guys. We'll see you next year. Best way to support the channel is check out the merch, junkyarddigs.com. Get your brand new Have a Beer About It t-shirt. Check out the hats, sweatshirts, koozies, stickers, the other things we have. And don't forget, you got 2 weeks left to buy the limited edition pre-order I Hate Head Gaskets Diesel Oldsmobile shirt, which someone commented is probably the only time merch has ever been made about diesel Oldsmobiles. From all of us here at Junkyard Digs, we'll see you next time. Peace.